Welcome to the Leadership Transition course, and in this module we will look at the topic project management versus project or people management. So we will explain what the differences are between people management and project management. So we've talked about leadership skills, management, and we've talked about a number of differences between them. So what does it mean to be a people manager? Actually, this involves managing people in summary, which would mean you are responsible for making sure that the people get trained, they're motivated enough, and you can direct them in order to be very productive, and they can also attain professional growth. So as a leader or manager, for if you operate as a team lead in both in department, you are responsible for making sure that your employees or the people under you have a good workflow and you can boost their performance, which means your responsibility is in making sure that in the end, they can develop as people. But when you talk about project management, this is completely different. You are solely focused in leading the work of the team. So for example, in an organization where there is a task to build a new engine for a particular car, so you can call that a project work. Now, you can assign a project manager to do that, but then you will need people as a project manager to do the work. And that is something that involves managing the work with the people who are your team or part of your team. And this project will have to be defined based on scope, how much work is to be done, the time, when will it be completed, at what times will things be done to make sure it's completed, and budget the cost that it will take. But in managing the project with the people, as a project manager, you are not really interested in or expected to, put focus on how the people develop. Of course, you can do that as a leader if you want to not just manage project, but be a leader in managing your project, which is what this course is about. So whether you're a project manager or you're just a people manager, most important, this course helps you understand how you can bring in leadership skills in it so that you're not just at the lower level or phase of leadership or management, but people can see you even at higher level. Therefore, you can take some level of responsibility even as a project manager while managing your project to make sure that people can grow. But then it is solely the overall responsibility of the people manager who are not in these projects but only look to the people, have one-on-one discussion with them, and discuss personal matters to make sure that there is a work-life balance and these people can also grow in their career while getting involved in different projects. And therefore, when you look at the difference between people manager and the project manager, the people manager is responsible for the personal and professional development of the employee or the people. A project manager is responsible for the work and project-related activities. Of course, he will work with people. So if you are in the shoes of a project manager, my advice would be also learn the abilities to lead people in a way that they can learn from you and also develop as a person. And they still have their project manager for other development-related things. So when you look at both project management and people management, there are some key focus as well. A project manager um, a people manager or leader can focus on things like making sure that they put reward system, they can educate the people, they can train them, they can motivate them, they can empower them, which requires setting goals, giving feedback and appraisal, looking at how development of these people should be, reward and recognitions, which are important to make sure that you can, reward people for the good work, and also you can coach and develop them where they're not doing fine, as well as promoting collaboration, teamwork, and communication. For project management, it focuses more on using the phases of developing a project, which goes from initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, all the way to closing a project. And then they use certain knowledge areas, which are like what you can refer to as kind of a technical skill of project management. And this involves things like integration management, scope management, time management, cost management, quality management, human resource management, which could also be people management for a project manager. But this is more about how do I get people to do my work and how do I use them efficiently to execute that task, but not mainly how do you develop them. Of course, you can define development part for them, but it's up to their project manager, their main or line manager or people manager who are responsible for their own growth, that they should go to execute this or put this in place. And there's also communication management, risk management, procurement management, and stakeholder management, which are all part of project management. So, and project management mainly look at these constraints like scope, quality, risk, resources, budget, and schedule. While a people manager looks at people development and making sure they can grow in their career. Hope this makes it clear that you can differentiate between a people manager and a project manager, but in real life, you should be able to combine both because that makes you a great leader in the end when you combine it with other leadership skills. Thank you for listening.